Hey guys, welcome to Joystick. In this video of Joystick, you are going to learn to write a Java program to print the reverse of a number. The program is going to accept the number from the console and then it's going to print its reverse. Without much ado, let's start writing the program. I am in my IntelliJ IDE already. This is my project in which I am going to now create a class. Let's call it reverse number. There you go. Class created. Now I'm going to create the main function. For that I'm going to simply type psvm and there you go, main function created. The first piece of code that we are going to write in this program is that of accepting the number from the console. For that, let's first declare an integer variable which is going to hold the number taken from the console. So it will be int and let's call this variable num. Okay. Now when the program runs, it is going to display a message. The message will be enter the number. This is going to prompt the user to enter the number to supply the input to the program. So we are going to write system.out.println, then double quotes, we will write enter the number. Okay. Now we'll create an object of the scanner class which we are going to use to accept the number from the standard input or the console. In this case, scanner class resides in java.util package. So let's first import it. So over here we will simply write import java.util.scanner. All right. Now we are going to create an object of the scanner class. So it will be scanner sc will be the name of the object equals to new scanner, and within its brackets, that means to its constructor, we'll pass system.in as its parameter. Okay. Now we are going to use the nextInt method of the scanner class. So it will be sc, which is the object of the scanner class, dot next int. Okay. The input that will be supplied to the program will be text. When it is going to be supplied from the standard input, it will be a text. NextInt method is going to parse it into an integer. Okay. And it's going to return an integer value which we are going to store in this variable num. So it will be num equals to sc.nextInt. All right. Now we have written the piece of code that is going to accept the input from the standard input or from the console. So let's say the number entered is 1234. The reverse of this number is going to be 4321. So how we are going to reach here from here? The algorithm is pretty simple. We are going to iterate over this number and we are going to start from the back. In every iteration, we will divide this number by 10. So in the first iteration, when this number is divided by 10, then the remainder is going to come out as 4 and the quotient will be 123. Now this quotient 123 becomes the new value of the variable num for the second iteration. All right. So num becomes 123. And we are going to declare another variable that is going to hold the reverse of this number. So if that variable is rev, then the remainder from the first iteration becomes its first digit. Okay, great. Now let's move to the second iteration. In the second iteration, the value of the variable num is 123. We divide it by 10. Hence, we are going to get the remainder as 3. And the question will be 12. All right. So num is going to become 12 this time. And the reverse of the number has to be now 43. All right. That means 3 must be appended to this 4. So this is an integer variable. So how we are going to achieve that? To achieve that, we are going to simply multiply the value of this variable rev by 10. That is going to give us 40. And then we are going to add this remainder 3. 40 plus 3 becomes 43. Okay. something like this. Now we'll move to the third iteration. In iteration number 3, 12 will be divided by 10. So the remainder is going to come out as 2. The quotient is going to be 1. So the value of the variable num for the fourth iteration will become 1. Okay. And the reverse of the number will be 43 will be multiplied by 10. So it will become 430. 430 plus this 2 is going to give us 432. Okay. So you can see that the reverse of this number is building. Using this algorithm, we have been able to get the first 3 digits of the reverse of this number. Now we move to iteration number 4. When 1 will be divided by 10, the remainder will come out as 1. Quotient will be 0. Okay. So the value of the variable num will be 0. Alright. And the reverse of the integer will be 432 multiplied by 10 is going to give us 4320 plus 1, it's going to give us 4321. You can see this is the reverse of this number 1 2 3 4, which we have achieved in the fourth iteration. Alright. Now after the fourth iteration, the loop has to stop. So what is the signal for the loop to stop? It's this. When the value of the variable num becomes 0, the loop should stop. That's it. This is the algorithm. Now let's implement it using Java. We are going to start a while loop first, and as its condition, we are going to write num not equals to 0. We just saw that over here. It is going to run till the time num becomes 0. Okay. Now within the body of the while loop, we'll first calculate the remainder. For that, we are going to declare a variable. Let's call it rem. Now rem will be equals to num modulo operator 10. This is the way you find the remainder of a number when you divide it by 10. The next thing that we are going to do is to write the code to create the reverse of this number num. For that, we are going to declare another variable. Let's call it rev, and rev will be equals to rev multiplied by 10 plus rem, the remainder. It is the code representation of what we did over here to calculate the value of this variable rev. Okay. All right. This red line appears beneath the variable rev because I haven't initialized it to 0. Therefore, I'm going to initialize it to 0, and you can see the line has disappeared. The final line of code that we are going to write within the body of this while loop will be to calculate the new value of this variable num. So it will be num equals to num divided by 10. That's it. The logic to calculate the reverse of a number is complete. Now we'll have to write the code to print the original number as well as the reverse of that number. So before this while loop, I'm going to write the code to print the original number. So it will be system.out.println within double quotes. So I'm going to write original number is concatenation operator num. Okay. After the while loop, I'm going to write the code to print the reverse of this number, which will be stored in this variable rev. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this line of code, paste it over here, and I will just change the message. Reverse of the number is, and instead of num, I'll put rev. That's it. The program is complete. Let's run this program and check the output. So you can see it's asking me to enter the number. Let me enter 1 2 3 4 only, and the program should print 4321. Let's see what it prints. There you go. The program says original number is 1234, reverse of the number is 4321. The code worked. And let me run this program again and give some other number. Let me give like 6542. Alright, so the program says original number is 6542 and reverse of the number is 2456. This also it printed fine. So we can see after running these two test cases that the program is running fine. With this, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed learning this program from Joey's Tech. I hope you coded this program along with me. Do subscribe to Joey's Tech if you haven't done it already and hit the bell icon so that you get notification of each and every video I upload for you. I look forward to helping you with programming and algorithms. And only for this video, goodbye and take very good care of yourself.